Eric J, the Great
I've been
Podcast
feeling
Show.
lonely. Who gon' bust that Glock for me when my house be roaming? Who gon' take them shots for me when my guard be open? And I don't want no apologies, I don't need no closure. That's why I'm always loaded, steady city rolling. I just bought a black man back and I took off. I just run that van back round and knock them off. I was sipping on the tech, but cop some raw. I put the hood straight on my back, I gave my all. Hey, know my niggas got my back, this shit especially. And that was way before I started doing melodies. Told my IP catch me slipping, just gon' do me in. The phone care for him, why would he care for me? That shit got me moving, sliding carefully. So many times I could've died, but you was there for me. I'ma say I'm getting old next year, I'm 23. And I feel like LeBron, but I won't leave my here. Anybody feeling pain, I know they feeling me. Cross the game for a little change, can't call you family. Like, what the fuck is you can to me? Know it's bad when your friends turn to your enemies. Know it's bad when they cross you out just for Tennessee. Know it's bad. I know a killer, he take Perkins and take Hennessy for a drill. Feeling lonely. Who gon'
Hey man, welcome to the Eric J, the Great Podcast Show, man. I appreciate both of y'all coming on the show today.
Appreciate the invite, man.
Got it. Appreciate it, E.
Yeah, man. So I know Montre, that's your name, right? Montre?
Yeah, Montre, yeah. But most people know me by Deuce though. So, but either one, whatever.
Yeah, man. I've been wanting to do I had somebody recently, but we couldn't, our schedules couldn't line up to talk about real estate about 2 months ago. So that was kind of like right on time. So first off, man, just give a brief knowledge of what you know about real estate, and if you currently investing in some, you tell a little bit about that, and then we'll just feed off that, take turns talking.
Okay, so my name is Montre Deal. I'm out of Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I'm also the marketing director for Infinite Homes Realty and Infinite Lease Purchase. I've been in real estate for about 2 years now. I started off just doing the marketing. Then I see how much money was in it, so I had to get my license and go ahead and try to get as many streams inside of real estate as I can. So I've been an agent for less than a year, but I'm at like 2.8 million in revenue. It's probably a little more than that because I got a couple closings. I got closing tomorrow, matter of fact. I just thought about that. Well, and man, real estate really didn't change my life. I ain't gonna lie to you, sugarcoated or nothing. It's just so much money inside of it, and it's just so many different ways that you can continuously make money, passive income. You can like set your kids up to be making money while they not doing nothing. You can leave property to your family. You could get into a house, stay there for a couple years, and then use the equity to fund something else that you want to do, or you can use the equity to add on to your house, renovate your house, or whatever, make the value of it go up, or you can just cash out. You can sell that house that you got, go get you a bigger house, and use some of the money to put in your savings and put the other money as a down payment down. And I don't know. There's so much I can say in real estate. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's really changing lives. I'm just trying to help, one family at a time. With Infinite Homes Realty. The motto is where possibilities are endless. And then with our Infinite Lease Purchase program, we just good people helping good people get in good homes. So I'm just trying to give everybody as many options as they can as far as getting involved in real estate. So it don't matter about your background, don't matter what you look like, where you come from, what your financial status is. At some point, somebody's making real estate off what you're doing, whether it's you or somebody else, so it might as well be you.
Yeah, what you think about that, Keith?
Well, I mean, it's impressive, to hear that. Something I used to want to get into when I was younger, man. I did it with my ex-wife in Atlanta, and what we did was we purchased a lot of homes that was down in Atlanta, and we fixed them up. And what we did was something like what he said, a lease purchase. You give it. You help people who don't have that sufficient credit, to own a home. You give them that chance to own their home. Because some of the banks won't, finance. People with poor credit. So we finance them, and go from there. And next, they own their homes. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a real estate is a multi-trillion trillion dollar business to be into.
Yeah, most definitely.
You can take that to the heavens and back. If you really consistent, if you really have that drive. Sometimes, like you say, it takes a bit of drive when you're starting out, and getting recognized, within the state government and federal government, if you want to take it to a higher level. Because you can take that, like you say, he's doing it there in Louisville. Shoot, if he want, he can take it nationwide,
Yeah.
And man, and blow the whole system up, But I think for the future, be it that a lot of our people, man, don't have the means of ownership. They want to be out of that 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 5 people piled up on top of each other, and they don't have the credit. They don't know how to go about doing certain things. And way back when I got my first house, it was pretty easy because I was in different type of lifestyle. And then I met my first wife. She was like, nah, man, you're going to leave that lifestyle, partner, and this. So my second home was, it was a family home, and with her and our kids. But her brother came to me from Chicago, one of my homeboys. And he said, you can do this, and if you want to stay on the radar, get a contract for deed. So I'm like, what the hell is a contract for deed? You know what I'm saying? So I got into that, even though I had the money, but I want to stay up on the radar so I wouldn't, blow myself into the Fed land. And contract of deed was one. And then I was like, man, that was pretty easy to do. A lot of paperwork, excuse me, fellas, I got the hiccups. A lot of paperwork, but it got done. Pay my house off, like you said, you can do that, paying towards principal, for a while, throw extra money towards the principal. We know which puts more equity into what you're trying to do. Like I said, you can add on, fix up the inside of the property, bring your property value up, make sure you keep the outside down. You got to just do little small things, flowers, some bricks, color them, and make the house look nice from the outside just was the end. Brings the value. And so I was doing all these things, man. And like I say, brothers and sisters that I knew throughout the country was like, man, that's when everybody started getting into that. That was in the 90s, I'm a little bit older, y'all, so bear with me. So, but the game ain't changed. It's pretty much the same, but I think there should be another level to it with people with less than perfect credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I think real estate is a real powerful thing to have knowledge about. As far as where I'm at with it, as far as where I'm at with it, is just I look at it as it's just to each his own. I mean, if people got a lot of cash sitting around and they want to go buy some apartments or go buy a whole flock of houses and fix them up, little shotgun high, fix them up and flip them and things like that. I mean, hey, ain't that wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? But everybody should be involved in real estate at least once or twice in your life, and that's just in purchasing a home for your own personal good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know everything about real estate, but I know a lot of people that invested into it, and that flip houses and things like that. That's like their main source of income. So
yeah,
been around them, and they tell me how the banks and stuff work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even with that, it's a lot of different options and opportunities that you can utilize. You can use other people's money. You can
Yep.
use man, it's just like you can go to the auction and get you some houses. You can wherever you working at, a lot of people don't know wherever you working at, your 401k or whatever that they call it at that place, you can utilize that as your down payment to purchase a home. So you don't have to use the money directly out of your pocket. Or if you got a life insurance policy, you can use some of the money from your life insurance policy to
Right.
purchase the house as well. So some of the other resources and reserves that you already have, you can utilize those to purchase some type of property and use that for either your main residence or use that as a place to create income, whether it's a long-term rental, short-term rental, whether it's a flip, whether it's a buy and hold. It's just so many different ways that you can get into it. It's really the only thing that stop people from getting into it is knowledge and just having just being willing to actually take a chance.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. They have State Farm had this one deal. Guy here to where you put so much money into this type of account. I think it's like a life insurance type of policy deal. And you do it for about a year or two, but you become your own banker, your own financer. You pay back the interest on the money you took out your account, but it's your money. You finance yourself. So there's ways like you say, man, and the lack of knowledge. I'm saying the lack of word ignorance. I'm saying is what's at key here with a lot of people, that they don't know other ways to reach into these resources, to grab this and grab that to help themselves, get into the market of real estate. Yeah, I agree with you, brother. You go ahead on right on point with that. Yep.
Yeah. And I feel like people, especially our people in general, need to understand the power of ownership, especially with it being a home. It creates a stability. It creates a reserve that you can use in the future for whatever you feel like that you want to use it for. You can, for lack of better words, manipulate what the house is worth to utilize it for your own good.
That's true.
And it's yours. So it's an asset that you can use for whatever that you see fit. If you get a couple of properties for 10, 20,000 a piece, and you slowly fix them up or do whatever, and then you just got somebody rent them out. If you ever get into a situation where you need liquid cash, you have two major assets over here that you can get rid of, and they're going to be making money while they sitting or while they being rented out or while they being renovated, whatever. So it's almost like it's one of the best investments, because most times property value goes up at least 3%, no matter what the property is or what the area is. Even if it's a bad area, if you get it for 25,000, by the end of the year, it might be worth 24 and a half, or might be 27 or whatever. So, and then if it's other people around you buying houses or renovating houses, if their value goes up, you're going to gain the value off of that too.
That is correct.
Yeah, so it's almost like you putting money in somewhere that's gonna make money off your money. When you put money in the bank and you let it sit there, you might get a penny on the dollar.
Right.
But if you put it into some type of real estate investment, that dollar that you put in there could be $20 within a year or two, depending on what you do with it. And I'm not trying to force no real estate on nobody. I'm just letting y'all know what I've seen, what I've done. I've been in touch with some of the people who I've been learning from. These is millionaires. They got 250 doors. And they literally let me know, like, man, after my fifth door, like every fifth door, it goes to my children. When they turn 18, they gonna have a certain amount of properties over here. I ain't telling them that they gotta go to college, but I'm preparing them to, to be entrepreneurs.
There you go.
Yeah, so some of them saying, man, when they get a certain age, this house is theirs. They can sell it, and use that money to pay for their college. They can keep it, run it, do whatever that they want, or whatever. But I'm also seeing these people are the ones who get to go on vacation when they want. These are the ones they get to live the whatever lifestyle that they want without being tied to no type of like clock or no type of specific location. Like everything's remote. As long as you got a phone and or a laptop, you can literally do business from anywhere. You can, like I done been on vacation with the fam and look, bam, cha-ching, okay. My commission just came in from the house we closed on yesterday. Boom. Like, so while I'm out spending a certain amount, I didn't just made 2 or 3 times what I just spent. It's not so I don't know. It's just I'm just telling you, it's too much. And I done had other businesses before. I worked at Ford for like 6 years. And I'm telling you, the money that I'm making now is nowhere, bro. That money at Ford ain't nowhere near what I'm making now. And I got a lot more time to spend with my family. And it ain't even really on no bragging stuff. It's just to say, like, within a short time period, like my whole like life and my whole family, like everything it didn't switch. Like the whole trajectory going forward is crazy. Like now my daughter's even like going to go see houses with me. My daughter's is like, Daddy, I want to be a real estate agent when I go up. Daddy, like when I turned 16, like my oldest daughter was like, when she turned 16, she want a property. She don't even want no car.
I love that one.
Yeah,
that's right.
And that's not nothing that I told her. Like she just came up off her, and she just turned 10. Daddy, when I turned 16, I don't want no car. I want a property.
Yeah.
So
see, yeah, they learn it, inbred.
Yeah,
and like you say, for generations to come, and that's the target to where when you sitting on the rise of the mountain, you know what I'm saying. Before you leave this earth, family has been taken care for generations because you already set that strand going. So that's the point. I mean, like you said, it's not a push for a person or for our people to get into. It's to say that, think about it. Right now, we're not generating wealth. Right now, a lot of us, like I say, we're not 9 to 5 it. Right now, you know what I'm saying? We at the car wash, we somebody's janitor, we somebody's hairdresser, somebody's barber. We do need these people, but like you say, that's money that's going to make itself once you go ahead and take that foot forward. And that's what it takes. I think that the people that want to do it, they, like you say, they don't have the contact. They don't have the person they can call and say, well, how do I go about doing this? How about going about doing that? And most people that I've seen and talked to throughout the years in real estate want to sell me the information. I said, hold on. I'm not buying some information that I know I can get for free. Why would I have to buy that? Well, did you buy it? No, but you're going to sell it to me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't put a price tag on helping people to get to where you at, even if they get to your knees or to your waist, help them. So they can take, once you give them the reins and they take the reins, they start riding, walk away and let them ride. They fall off. Hey, well, come see me. Maybe I can tell you how to get back on that horse again. We don't have that, man. And we need to do, like I said, a lot of people need to know that, there are people out here that really care. There are people out there that will tell you, here's the first steps. I might be busy, but leave me a message. I'll get back to you. That's simple.
Fact. Fact.
Yeah. And that's what we need, instead of the brother and sister just trying to, make $1 million off helping your brothers and sisters, man. We all, well, okay, we ain't come from the same mother, father, but we came from the same father,
Right.
You feel? And that's what they fall short at. I don't look for my blessings to come because I help somebody. I know my blessings come in, because God knows I did my best. I had my heart in it. It wasn't no conditions behind my intentions, It wasn't no.
I like it. That was one of them right there. Wasn't no conditions behind my intentions. I like it.
That's right. And we have to have that a lot. We have to have all of us. And hey, Eric, yeah, I'm a free willing helping person. He knows me, going on 7 years now. So I mean, I help. If I could, I got you. You know, if I got the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me get back to you on what I do know, you know.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
And that's what we need though, you know, and Eric's great podcast is where it starts at. Ain't that's right, E?
Right.
That's right. Nice. That was a nice transition right there, man. Nice little segue.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He did this. You know, you pull it together, man, and a lot of people need to see and understand that there is hope. You know, you have successful people. You know what I'm saying? I'm about 90 a year, but look, that's retired. I'm retired. You know, if I want to get back to the game of real estate, I can. You know, I mean, there's nothing holding me back other than health conditions. But other than that, you know,
yeah.
Once I will, I will. I mean, I remodeled my home. I did this things and this, you know, to up the value of my home here. You know, I own my home. I'm comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
don't need for nothing. You know,
Yeah.
but I want everybody to have that feeling to where the people of the country just say, well, how did they come out of poverty? We tried to keep them in poverty for so long, but somebody else gave them the game. Let us be the ones that give them the game. Here's the game. Take that foot forward. Don't be afraid. I mean, ask questions. Ain't nothing wrong with asking questions.
Yeah.
Ain't no dumb question. Just ask. The question don't ask is the dumb question because you ain't thought about asking.
Yeah.
Ask the question. Quite sure one of us got the answer. If not, we're gonna find somebody to make sure you get that answer.
Yeah.
That way you can move forward. You can build off that single mama with 3, 4, 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? She working at 9 to 5. She busting up till they barely got food. You know what I'm saying? Gas prices is up. You know?
Man.
I
drive a truck, so I know them gas prices ain't no. It's a whole nother bill.
Yeah, it costs it's $120 to fill my truck up. You know, and I drive a Honda Pilot. You know, the big one. I got the big boy before they made it to the soccer mama. You know, but so me and my wife got twin trucks. Here's hers. You know, and like I say, I want them to have it. You know, I told my brother one day. I say, you get the car, it ain't gotta be a nice car. You find the crib, then you get the clothes. You know what I'm saying? The car, the crib, the clothes come hand in hand, and then you got the money because your home is your financier. That's your money.
Assets over liabilities, man.
There you go. There you go.
That's so important right there. I be telling some of the people who I come in contact with, they be asking, and they just like, man, I want a $400,000 house. I'm like, whoa. Like, you might want that, but it might not even be able to fit your financial needs right now. Like, Don't worry about trying to buy like your forever home with your first house. Like, get you something at a certain budget. Like I all my first time home buyers, I always let them know, what are you comfortable paying every month? Some of them 800, 900, some of them 1,500, some of them whatever. Okay, that's all in. We gonna go to the lender. We gonna tell them, okay, we want to see what can they get approved for if they want their cap all in to be X, Y, and Z. Then they'll give us a price for a pre-approval, and then we'll go shop for that. So if we don't see nothing in this within the first 30 to 45 days, then we'll go back and like, okay, let's see what another 5,000 would look like per month or whatever. But don't come out the gate trying to get no $400,000 house. You're not even gonna be ready for them situations. Even if you think you are, like it's not a game going from renting to owning. It's certain stuff you're gonna have to be responsible for, but you still want to be able to maintain your lifestyle or elevate your lifestyle. So don't buy a house that you really can't afford just to say that you bought this house. That's silly. That's like people who go buy cars, or people who go buy Jordans every week and go buy all the new outfits to match them when they be on a toy stop. Like, bro, you got a little bucket on your feet. You could have you feel like the Jordans, but 200-300. They got that the outfit be another 200, so that's like 4, almost 5.
You're right. You just added to George's trillions of dollars that he just got.
Man, that's what I'm saying. You can go get you
Yeah.
a little, man, you better go get you a little Geo Metro, get your little Nissan, little
That's
Camry.
right. That's
Don't
right.
easy on gas. Don't be
Yeah.
worried about what everybody else is doing or what they doing. They had to start somewhere too.
Everybody had to start from the bottom.
Yeah, everybody had to start from somewhere. So don't be so worried about what the next person is doing, the way you feel like you gotta compete with them. Compete with yourself. You should be a better version of yourself today than you was yesterday. That's the only person that
There
you
go.
compete with.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Better,
and that's for whoever. Like there's people around me who make a whole lot more money than me who's very unhappy. There's some people who make a lot less money than me who's the happiest people in the world.
That's right.
To them, they're successful because they are able to, they have the freedom and the peace of mind when they wake up to do what they want and their bills are taken care of. Now, the other people who's making a whole lot of money, they some of them is making a whole lot of money, but they paying out a whole lot of money too, to where they can't even afford to take a day off work. They are stressing for it now.
That's right. That's right.
So
that's right.
So it's like, so don't let the finances be the goal. The freedom and the peace of mind should be the goal. The finances will come with that.
That's right. Right. Yeah. So live beyond your means is a top clause. Try not to live beyond your means, because there is a junction called foreclosure.
Oh, that's a fact.
There's a junction called foreclosure when you get into property. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know about that. They don't know about the short sale. They don't know nothing about, well, if I lose my job today, do I have security to take care of my home? There are different types of companies that will carry you or pay your home off or do certain things if you already invested into them. So there's a lot of things they should look into as well as that, because you never know when you're gonna break your leg. You never know when you're gonna get to that bad car accident. God forbid, something happen to you and you can't go back to work, or you happen to lose your life, or your significant other lose their life, or whomever. So you have to have things in place to make sure you can cover those things. Some credit card companies does that, to where if you come disabled, or something happen, they take care of all your stuff for them. Some banks do that, to where you can sign on and pay X amount of dollars to have that done. So God forbid if something happened, it's called, act of mercy, you know. So a lot of people don't know that. So if you're gonna live beyond your means, you better have certain things in place. You got to.
It's a must.
Yeah, because that bank, when they come, and that sheriff, when he come to that door, he don't give a damn.
He ain't heard none of it. He got that paper. Right. You need to get on up out of here.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no choice. And if they got to come in with the shotguns, it's gonna be ugly. So you pretty much don't. You have to pay attention to your realtor, because your realtor is gonna put you in the mind of where you gonna better have that balanced budget. Debt to income ratio type of deal. You know what I'm saying? You got that. You got to have that free money to where you can go to the movies, you can go out to eat, and still pay your bills, because the light company, the gas company, the water company ain't gonna stop billing you. They gonna keep on.
Yeah, every month. They ain't nothing. and you gotta think that's not even including phone bill, car insurance,
house insurance,
home insurance, the home warranty, groceries, what it's gonna actually cost, like the cost of living and getting back and forth to where you gotta get to throughout the week. And
kids, if you got them.
And that's what I was about to say. Then if you got kids,
extra.
Or if you or if you got a wife or a woman, you gotta have some reserve. They don't care how much you love them, that you're gonna have to show them a good time eventually.
At the end of the day, because if not, somebody else will.
Said something right there. So listen, you feel me? Yeah, not real talk. And that's some things that we gotta also keep in mind. So that's why that debt to income ratio is so important, because people feel like, I make $50,000 a year, so I should be able to do $50,000 worth of. No, because you got other stuff that you're gonna have to pay that's still out there, and they know there's other stuff that comes up. So they want your debt to income ratio to really be under 40. Some places give you 45. Some places might give you 50 with a certain credit score, but they would prefer for it to be a whole lot lower because they know stuff happens. So if you spending 50% of the money you make every month just on your mortgage, it's gonna be a hard month. It's gonna be a hard money. I'm just saying.
You become, hey, see, that's how you know how to business, because look, hey, that's how he got that money. See, he knew what he had to do. He had to put things in place to get there.
Hey, you got to, man.
Put it in play. He put it in play because he knew ahead of time what I got to do. He wrote it out. He mapped it. You know what I'm saying? Took a look at everything going around and say, you know what? Yeah. That over there, no, I'm going this way. Them over there, they can stay over there. I'm going straight ahead. All right.
But nah, bro, to piggyback off what y'all said, man, that I live by that every day. Like I'll be talking to my homeboy, and I be telling him, man, that's why I don't be tempted to really go to clubs and stuff consistently like I used to, because I get disgusted mentally as a people, because I be sitting in there and I be sitting on the walls just observing people, and I just be like, I mean, and everybody don't did it. I'm not judging nobody. Everybody don't went through a period where they was just flexing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they ain't got it like. Well, everybody don't did it. They ain't gonna admit it. Everybody don't did it. So it's like,
you done it. I done it. Yeah.
Like, you know, the whole assets over liability thing is just like, bro, like make it make sense. Like you're gonna be in the club celebrating every weekend, but you ain't got nothing to celebrate.
That's what I'm trying.
That makes sense.
Like a light bill, you got a $300 light bill right now. You put $50 on the light bill, and you go to the club, spend $500 instead of paying a light bill off. Now that light bill gonna keep creeping up. It's gonna be $350 next month. It was $300
or $600.
You know,
and plus late fees. You got late fees, interest on that, everything charged up now. You know, it's to the point to what the cost of energy is going to increase by 10% by the year 2030. So we have to be prepared for what's coming.
Well, the thing is, like, you know, I always tell people all the time, like, don't get caught up in, you know, what you see on social media. Like a lot of people try to interpret social media living as into real life, and that's not real life. Like they don't put into perspective that these people you watching are 7-8 figure earners, so they can say certain things and feel a certain way because they making a certain type of money, but that doesn't portray to your lifestyle because you're not making money.
You know, they want to be on that person's level.
So ain't nothing wrong with like being inspired.
No, ain't nothing but here's the problem with being a wannabe. You cause yourself financial harm and hurt trying to be like the next man. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be like the next man. Be like the next man. Do something to increase that income. Use your head versus on using your, you know, I want to look like I'm famous and famous fortune. Who's that man who came out? Robin Leach. You know what I'm saying? And back, I don't know if y'all remember this guy. He would go into the homes of the rich and famous. You know that back down when Snoop Dogg them had the big houses. You know.
Yeah.
I
remember, you remember that, talking about it.
Right. And so this is where the social media started coming in on that end. That I want to be like that. You start seeing the video vixens. You know what I'm saying? The women in all the videos. You know, and they were like talking about, man, she was in Nate Dogg's video. She was in this video. Yeah, she was trying to get that paper. You know, it's about that money. So she became that model, that Instagram type of beautiful person after she was really beautiful. So they found out how to do the editing on the pictures and stuff to make themselves look beautiful, so they could start getting money too. So, but if you carry that lifestyle, even to the gentleman, if you carry that lifestyle, and you want to live that lifestyle, earn the money. Make sure you're there financially before you just blow yourself out in the club. You blow yourself out in Vegas. You blow yourself down in Miami. You blow yourself out down in LA. Well, you're trying to be on the beach. You go to New York and try to hang with the big dogs down there. It's expensive in New York. It's expensive in Miami. It's expensive in California. You go down to Houston, you're going to spend some money. So if you ain't ready, don't act like you're ready to get down there and have to catch the Greyhound home. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You make sure you prepare mentally, financially, and put your emotions on the back burner. That's the best thing to do. Yeah. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Stay grinding.
This is what I've been realizing that a lot of people do, and I try to highlight it when I talk to people, and some of them try to make me seem like I'm retarded or something. So some of these people will go to work 5 days out of the week, right? And let's say they made $1,000, just like or whatever number. They work for 5 days, and then they make $1,000. They'll go on the weekend and blow 500. So you done work 5 days to live it up for 2, and then you work another 5 days to make another 1,000, blow another 500. You basically didn't volunteer for a week because the 1,000 that you did, that's gone. Feel me? Like Eric was saying, like, they out here blowing 500, throwing it willy-nilly, wherever, tricking, flexing, doing what they doing, but they ain't even got all their bills. One of them got you feel me? They might have a brown bill, and they just making payments on it.
The crazy thing is, the people that supposed to be balling, they caught a ride to the club, but they got a section. I thought sections was for the ballers. How you got a ride to the club but you in a section? Like, that don't even make sense.
Hey, wow.
Wow. If you caught a ride to the club, you supposed to be general admission. You supposed to be walking on the floor.
You supposed to be helping the DJ bring the speaker in.
Nah, you security.
You only here like you said though. From what I was understood, the going out is you supposed to celebrate something. Right. So I used to do parties. I used to be in the entertainment. I know all it takes. So I've been on both sides of it. So once I start, being around like DJ Lil Carl and DJ Fresh and DJ Through the Roof, all of them. So I've been in the 18 and under, the 18 and up, the 21 up, and the 25 and up, atmospheres. Mm-hmm. But the ones who be the most financially hurt be the ones who's always on the scene. And not like, how do you even find this? I'm over here tired and I'm collecting my money at the end of the night. I'm trying to see if I can leave an hour early.
Right.
I'm showing up. Y'all doing I don't know, man. But like you saying, man, you gotta get that mindset together. You gotta take your emotions out of it. So a lot of times I heard even from my wife that I'm not emotionally involved in certain situations. I'm not. I think with logic.
Right.
Yeah. The thing is with what you saying is like people, like it's all about ego. Like people have egos, really, but they not in a position to have an ego.
No.
I'm like, how can you have an ego and you making below 35,000?
Well,
a person that's making 6 figures, he over here sipping a drink, being humble, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, everybody has to be humble because everybody got different personalities for different reasons. If you want to show out, you know what I'm saying? But I was just saying.
Now, I feel you though.
I'm just saying, like, in certain situations, when you, especially in club type situations, or if you going to be investing a lot of money into having a good time, you need to make sure that you knocking off priorities while you're doing that too. Don't just be staying stagnant and still be spending all this money in the club. And then
I got a scenario. Yeah, you're right. At the club. If you're going to be in a club like that, meet with the owner so you can invest in some of the things that's in there. The alcohol that people going to drink, politicians, they're gonna use whatever the owner gonna make some money off of. Hey, look, I want to invest this money here, but I'm gonna be here every weekend. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be there, make some money with it. Get smart. Utilize, okay, if you're gonna throw out $500, know at the end of the night with the owner, you might have 1,000 or 1,500 coming. Okay, then you made that money back. So don't be out there to do it if you're making only $35,000 to $38,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you still, like my man said, you got that Testarossa out there. You know what I'm saying? That car no $1,500 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
You feel me? You gotta get smart with it, man. That's the problem that we're saying. It's not that how much money you're making now, because you can take that money and turn that money into, if it's 38, it can be 76. You feel me? You can flip that money, you know what I'm saying, if you get your mind right. Turn that into 100,000, 200,000, 300. Don't stop, because the bills ain't gonna stop.
The thing is, though, that, and it's just our culture, but people get the smallest amount of success and they want to celebrate like they won the NBA finals. Like it's like, bro, like you be like, yo, like, oh, I made $1,000 today. I'm finna just go crazy all weekend because I made this $1,000 today. And I'm not saying that you can't celebrate your achievements and things like that, but it's just like, I don't know. I just got a different mindset. Like I'm just type of person. I could have made $50,000 and I won't go celebrate nothing. Like that shit.
That don't make you a different type of person. That make you a smart person. That don't make you different type. You trying to fall in the upper echelon mentally, because there's two conversations I'm going to give y'all real quick. The first one was a millionaire that I knew, and up north, and I went to him. I need to borrow some money, and I said, man, I need to get this business off the ground, the business I was telling you about. So he said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. He said, you really don't owe me nothing because you saved my life, because somebody tried to kill him one night, and he was coming out of a business establishment. They're having a party, a black tie party. So, but I saved his life. So we became friends. So I get out there to his house. I fly out there to the house, pick me up at the airport. We get back to his house, and I'm like, man, shit, man, turn some heat on. He said, for what? He had the fireplace going. He said, get closer to that fire. Now this man went upstairs, put on some wool pajama pants, the shirt, and he had the little wool. Yeah. So he good. So I'm cutting close to the heat with my little goose feather coat on and my boots on, because I got prepared for it coming out the south going north. So I'm like, so we talking. He said, you want to go out for a burger? I said, yeah, let's go out for a burger. We went to Burger King. Now this man ain't been out for a burger in I don't know how long. When they told him the price of the burger, he said, you kidding me? I said, man, come on, man, $3, man. I said, man, come on, $3 ain't gonna hurt you, man. He said, that's too much for a burger. I go home and make a burger for free. I bought a whole pack for that much, you know what I'm saying?
And this is a millionaire you talking about.
A millionaire. Hold on. Now, I said, man, well, where you get all your nice clothes from? He said, well, Kay, you wouldn't believe I told you. I said, really? Tell me. Thrift store. Say that again. Thrift store. Nice clothes, man. I said, what you going to the thrift store in Beverly Hills somewhere? He said, nope, thrift stores all around. Well, he said, I know when to go and I know when the nice clothes are coming in. He go in, he look at a certain type of shoe, whatever. He only have suits to wear to events because he's a philanthropist, right?
Yeah.
That's it. He said, how you think I got my millions? How you think I got my millions? I didn't get it by giving it away.
Right.
Why spend $100 on a shirt when I can go get to the thrift store, get that same shirt, or so I wash it or have it dry clean, it'll be looking nice up on me.
Yeah.
And he was right. The man, you look at the man, you think you spent a lot of money on the clothes, and he did. All right. So we exchange, you know what I'm saying? Go to the bank, write me out a check, whatever, get the money. So I go see another friend of mine, he's from Macon, Georgia. Old man, he's pretty well to do. He's a rich black man, let's put it that way, but he didn't want to act like it. All right. So he said, you know what? If I gave you $1 million right now, you wouldn't know what to do with it. I said, huh? What you mean? He said, the average person, black person, will go and pay off all their bills and everything they got instead of taking that $1 million. It investing to turn that $1 million into 3, 4, 5 million and then pay your bills. You can still pay your bills, but you really got to pay off everybody. Smart man. He was right.
Yeah.
He was correct because I took them same scenarios to other people and asked them, what did they think about it? But, and just being what you think if somebody gave you $1 million, what would you do? Oh, man, I buy me a house. I get this car, get my Jew all straight, get my Jordan liner. Huh? Really? Okay. Another person, same thing. What do you think about shopping at the thrift store? Oh, nah, I'm not, not me. Really? Okay. It's not the point of the thrift store. It's the point about spending money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They missed the whole point. But I got their points. Their points is they want that Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, chop, chop, chop. They want that Audi 9, the A9. A9 is like what, $370,000?
Yes,
that's with minimum options, right?
Yeah.
And then you gotta have it shipped over here to the United States.
So you want that's 50, ain't it? That's 50 to get it shipped here, ain't it?
So you might as well say you had a half ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna spend. You're gonna spend and get that A9.
It's like 50 to 100 to get them shipped.
Yeah. So you're gonna spend. So look now, so a lot of people, don't think about the possibilities, what they can do if you just get that mind right. Go ahead and take that step. Do the phone calls, take notes. Get out there and take a look. Up your credit. There's programs out here to help you with your credit. To build your own credit, like a pay yourself credit card. It's called Self. You can build your credit off Self.
I send that to all my clients. Yeah,
smart. See that? They said Self will give you a credit score. I've seen credit scores, even my own one time. I just tried it. Gave me 50-some points in a year. The next thing I know, from here, I was at 4 to 700 points and record time. See, because they know what to do, because these are people who have this company that was just like regular Joe, like you and I. They didn't have so good credit. Wasn't able to get the cars and the houses and stuff like that. But they all came together. It made their own damn company. Ain't that smart?
Man.
You see that? So if a lot of people, think about it, if you want other ways to make money, get into the real estate game, go on Alibaba.com. That same money you spend on Amazon, Alibaba sells that in the mass. You can buy, so like that, let's see here. Take a look, this thing here. Y'all see this?
Yeah.
I get something like this on Alibaba for $20, and online they'll sell it for 3 times that price.
Easy.
I can get it for $10. I get stuff like that, and it is so people spend that money not knowing that, hey, I didn't get this nice little gadget, but you just spent $500 for it when it only costs about $120 or less. So, yeah, to get into income building, to have if you can't go through the credit thing right away, because if you got the income coming in to be able to purchase these things, your credit score have to be still a certain number. I think about 620 or better in some places. Is that about right?
580, 620 if you're trying to get if you need some type of assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're gonna pay your own down payment and your closing costs for 580.
Yeah, okay. So there we go. Is that right there from the A1 Brothers mouth right here? The brother do this thing, telling y'all what to do. So you find ways to bring in income if you want to be, entrepreneur, you want to work for yourself, you want to get rich residual income. Brother man's told you so. I'm telling you so. This is what you do. Go into the real estate game, follow, you know what I'm saying, the brother by the letter. If you ain't got the money, if you're not making that type of money, you know what I'm saying, and you want to have this, that, and the other, like you say, you went to the brother, if you want that $400,000 house, make sure you got that $400,000 money.
That's it.
You got to have that money. So if you got 800 grand, yeah, you can get that house. You get, you know what I'm saying, you at 1.5, you can get that house. You know? So if you want 1.5, you want $1 million, you know what I'm saying, of your own money, check out Alibaba. Place your product on Amazon. You can place your products on Amazon as long as you got the what's name and they see everything legit. You don't need a license for all that.
You don't either.
You know, every people on Amazon every day around the clock.
Eating. Eating.
Say it again.
Like you said, some of them products be on there for, yeah, you might have to buy 50 at a time, but you get them for 75 cents. And they on Amazon for a dub.
That's right. That's right. That's right. They mark up at 400% on Amazon. Yeah.
Man, listen.
You spent $1 and you made $75 off the product. You spent the $1. You see what I'm saying?
Like for real. Like you got a point. So like I got a clothing line too. So I'll be in and out, you know, talking to the manufacturers and all that stuff anyway. And that's one of them were like ran it past me. Like, if you ever need any other products, let me know. I also have X, Y, and Z. I'm like, man, how much is that?
Okay.
So I'm like, dang, I just paid it on Amazon for 25 and some change. They like, you could have just got them for me. You just got to order them in bunches of 50. Well, how much are they from you? 225. 225.
Wow.
I'm like, well, look, so I'm telling you, when I'm on, like, so when you said the Alibaba joint, I'm hooked. I got it on my phone, my computer, and my laptop.
Me too.
I'm going to go search on there first. It might take you an extra week to get it, but I'll wait an extra week if I'm going to make an extra 400 next week.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Man. There you go.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See that now? We didn't just gave the world, you know what I'm saying, and our people insight on money. And they think Alibaba is probably some old scam type something. No, it's not.
They do.
It's not a scam.
They be thinking it, but
not a scam. I sent the information to my brother to take a look at it. He was like, "Are you for real?" He looked at it. He like, "Man, you mean I could buy all these motorcycles that they selling over here for 40 and 50,000? I get them at this price. If I buy this many, they give you a list of what you can buy and what it's gonna cost per
item. Yep.
Yeah, they got units of items. So how are you gonna price? So I say go for it. Build your income up, build your wealth up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get into the real estate game, because I can tell you, what I'm saying, one thing about a person told me, you know what I'm saying, rich as hell. I can't say his name. He said, the most shit you own, the most shit you can talk. That's what he said. He'll be straight up, you know. Yeah. One of the richest black men in this country. You know, look, you can't. You know, Russell Simmons' motto is, don't take shortcuts or you're gonna get shortcut. You know, that's it. You know, quote unquote, Russell Simmons.
I like it.
You take shortcuts, you get shortcut. You're not gonna get the real deal, you know. So you giving it to him raw, bro, about the real estate game. And hopefully that's something that I said can help, you know, and Eric J, great podcast, bringing it to them live. I mean, it's what they need to see, you know, what they need to understand, that they can do this as a people, as a unit. You know what I'm saying? If you got to come together, like you said, with your brother, your sister, your cousin, a friend, borrow money, you know, hey, you show them your plan and how you gonna get this money and bring it back to them. You know, some people want a little interest, some people don't. Some people say, man, just give me back my money when you're done with it. You know, be loyal to them. You know, don't get the money and run, so to say, because you never know when you're gonna need that person again, or somebody's. Because once your name get bad, you ain't getting no money from nobody.
I'm telling you, hey man, no matter how good your marketing is, how good your product is,
That's right.
Once your face card becomes bad with one person, that one person can tell one more person, and that one mistake you done or one person you done wrong, now 5 people not messing with you.
Yeah.
And them 5 people gonna go tell 5 more people. Now 25 people ain't messing with you.
That's right.
All because you trying to do whatever. So
right.
I be letting people know, like, you gotta be like morally sound and build on these relationships. Like, treat others how you want to be treated, but also understand what business is. If you have a clear understanding and a concise idea of what to do going forward, we gotta another thing, we gotta start doing a whole lot more with paperwork. Whether it's an idea, a business meeting, you sit with your homie, whatever, like, you can't argue with the black and white. Once we put it in the black and white, we both sign, we both understand what to do going forward. Ain't no gray areas.
Make sure it's notarized.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. So if not, we got to do that, and then we got to do better at group economics. It's a whole lot of our people are so big on this, self-made, or I did it by myself, or I don't need nobody, or you lying. You need somebody.
That's right. That's right.
Like, your income might only be able to get you $20,000 worth of something. Right. 20,000 ain't really too much of nothing. But if you get 5 people together, y'all got 100,000. Y'all can do a lot more with 100,000 than you can with 20,000. Yeah, y'all gotta break bread with each other after the fact. But let's say y'all make that, y'all got access to 100, then y'all done made 150. Y'all can pay some of the money back, and y'all still got more money left. Or maybe that 100 turns into 200,000. So now y'all can pay yourself back, and now y'all right back in the game with another 100,000. Or y'all can just double down and use the 200,000 to get access to. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Double down sounds pretty good to me. Reason why? It's not instant gratification is what you're going to get out the program.
Yeah.
And please don't go into the program thinking you're going to get instant gratification. It don't work like that. Things take time. Be patient. Work hard and keep building towards that goal. No matter what, hey, you got that bill collect on your app. Hey, look, you can't squeeze apples out of grapes. You understand that? It's going to come.
You know what I'm saying? G with that one.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, look, I'm past the 50 mark, so you know how that go. That gray ain't for nothing, though.
Yeah, I feel you.
Wisdom come with patience, though. You'll get it. A lot of them will get it, and to have the young wisdom about yourself is going to build all this gray before you know it. You see, he got that little gray coming off his beard to the side over there.
It's growing. It's
growing. It's growing in, and because we all won't have our grays. Some of us, is going to be gray here, to where the manifestivities is going to keep on going to where you got to keep pushing that information somewhere because it's coming so quick. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got to share the knowledge. And like you say, putting things on paper is very important to get understanding the contract. Grouping, brother man, another retiree from the military, brother Brandon from here, he's from Lawton here. He was saying that's the thing with us, that we can't come together because a lot of us want that instant gratification. You think it's short term. You can't think short term in this business when you're going into real estate. You got to think long term. You got to think what's going on down the road, because you just there for today. You just gonna get just today.
That's it.
You're not going to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
In business, and I think that's important for us to know, to where, like you said, you coming in to the brothers got 20, sister got 20, cousin got 20, uncles got 20, friends got 20, everybody putting these monies together, knowing when you come into this, it will not be no instant gratification. And then if you want to put it all together in paper with a bank, can't no one person get more than that, because you can set it up that way now. I've seen it done by Mexicans. Not my Mexican cousins and brothers out here in the world, but to let people know, I've seen it done to where they help build each other's credit. They've helped go into building businesses, even though they don't like you. If they don't like each other, they still work together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got on their last nerve being a drunkard, you still finna get that check that you didn't get from your job. You go in with us the rest of us to this bank. 30% is going in this business, and then the rest you can go drink with. All right.
So they don't care, but they're gonna help him, even though he's been drinking, to build his credit to get that other business that's gonna be either in his name or that house, or that's gonna be in his name, and they're gonna build off that house and get another to another to another, that business, another, more business than another together. Because they're not worried about who's getting more money than the next person. They know ain't nobody getting more than the next person because it's on paper. Like you said, it's on paper. It's been notarized. You can't go in that bank and get no money without Pedro, Maria, and Sarah. If they ain't there, you ain't getting it because it was done that way. Unless you got something from a doctor saying that person is out of commission, but y'all
even still on that, you gotta get the power of attorney.
Exactly.
Get the power of attorney.
See, this is how, like you said, how we grow as a people is we got to know the steps. The steps is, if we gonna take our family members, our friends, or whomever to put these 20s together, and somebody got that self-doubt. There's always that one person, or maybe two, that's got that self-doubt, right, bro? So let's put it on paper. And then we get a chance to read it on paper. You sign, where everybody get a chance to sign. That note, gonna stamp that. You're gonna have a copy, everybody gonna have a copy. Copy get filed. If you want to file a copy with the court, you know what I'm saying? Do that too. You can do that. It's legal. Y'all can do that to where y'all will satisfy each other. And that process can grow with amongst our people. Because if the Haitians, the Jamaicans, the Africans, the Mexicans, all of them is doing it, but the African-American people, of color, is not doing it.
And then be mad when they come in and buy the store on the corner.
Yep.
That store been there for 20 years. I ain't done nothing with it. Now somebody else come over here and buy it and do something with it. Now y'all upset. You should have kept that same energy when it was sitting there boarded up, and y'all just was shooting dice in front of it, drinking, toasting.
Yo.
Yeah. Well, nobody worried about it then.
The thing is though, like what our culture is like, people, every other race helps each other. And us is always about, self-gratification and competition. It's always about, you might not even dislike this dude, but just because y'all in the same field, I gotta let him know I'm the big dog at all times.
Right.
Really.
And in other cultures, it's not like that. Like if a white dude, if he making 80 million a year, and his partner or somebody he just around only making 750,000 a year, he's not gonna belittle him or go in competition with him to make him to show people that he got
more doing better than he
got. So it's like, we just have to the simple answer to all of this is just one simple word, and that's love.
Love.
And people don't really show love to each other. Like everybody start off with bad intentions and hate, you know what I'm saying? Then when stuff go left, and they want to say, our people, they want to say they want to say, black people ain't shit or whatever, and they be like, nah.
Cap.
You can't say the whole culture. You can't say the whole culture ain't worth nothing when you was out here moving wrong. Like even person can have the goodest heart in the world, but everybody got a breaking point. At some point, they gonna either make you feel what they was feeling,
right?
You're gonna get cut off or whatever their retaliation might be, you know what I'm saying? But
they're gonna do whatever see fits to make them feel like whatever happened was best for them.
Right.
Yeah, you could be doing everything you doing right. You can help somebody. The first time you tell them no, they're gonna make it seem like you the worst person in the world.
Right. You know why?
With family and everything. That's
I'm glad you mentioned the word love and what you say, how they make brothers say how they make the person seem like it's everybody else, but they don't. because once again, these old men asked me.
Yeah.
I was the youngest one in the room. All these guys, they graduated Morehouse, you know, successful men, black men. And they said, well, why we help a person that have no knowledge? Why is our people like that? I said, because. He said, what? They don't love themselves.
Right.
They all got quiet. Now, here's a justice in the room. One of the attorneys, you know what I'm saying, that you know, on the back word of O.J. Simpson in the room, you know, my daughter's grandfather in the room, and cousins, whatever. These are all Morehouse graduates. I didn't graduate from Morehouse. I went to Iowa State, didn't finish. But anyway, so I said, we don't love ourselves. Is the reasons why we having these problems with our people. Love is the key, like you said. But self-love, when you ain't gonna go into that realm, he told me no, there's a reason why he said no. So I have to build off that. You know what I'm saying? Well, if no don't mean it's the end of the world, you know, for me, they have to build off that because I love me and I know how to build off this. You know what I'm saying? Love is the key. Like you said, self-love is number one. Because this brother that's into the real estate game, he got love for himself. He got love for his family as well. But he have to love himself enough to get out there and get to these closings, meet these clients, do these things, I'm saying, do the stuff on the paper because he loved himself enough to try to build for his family.
Right.
He loved himself enough to build his lifelong, my great-great-grandchild generational wealth. It starts with self-love. Because if he hated himself, he would not be into the real estate game. Is that right? Right, bro?
That's a fact. Big old facts. Big old facts. Yeah.
So, yeah, we need to love. Self-love first, you know? And how do we do that? Hey, that's between you and your maker, but try to put your hands together, get in the mirror, you know, say it to yourself every night, I love me. But I know what I got to do to build this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with asking questions. Like I said, once again, but start with the love, start with the loyalty, start with the, you know, getting the business sense, you know? You can stay who you are. I mean, it don't matter if you a hood, you know, a homie from the hood or you a hoe. You know, you can build business, you know? It doesn't matter. It don't have no tag on it.
It don't need it.
Yeah, you can start on yourself. Though. It's about self. And push, drop, you know, questioning, writing. Like you say, putting things in black and white. Bring the people together that understand that you know that you need to help you establish your goals on building on real estate. You know, building to have these homes, flip these homes, rent these homes, you know. And then, you know, when you get up a way, you know, to where you can do your own banking, become your own finance. You can finance the people going into these homes, you know. So
And,
you making money off financing them. They banking with you. And then when they go to refinance, for whatever you had that price marked at for the house, that's your money. That ain't the bank's money, that's your money because you're the bank. You can do that. That's the next step. Next step, you want to step it up to that. Become your own bank. Become your own interest company. You know?
And I think with the self-love thing, that goes hand in hand with accountability. Like a lot of people,
There you go.
like they don't love themselves, can't hold themselves accountable. They can't look themselves in the mirror and be like, "Hey, I messed up. That was me." They would do anything in their power, and pride is a strong drug. Like,
Hey,
Bad drug. That's a bad drug to have, man. My
and
daddy's always
they
saying, pride get you
don't
two
care.
things. You get fucked up and left alone.
and they don't care how it affects the people around them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like you really gonna put this much ego and pride out to where you know you messed up and you ain't gonna hold yourself accountable, and that just drove into you can't reach your full potential of loving yourself if you don't hold yourself accountable, because it ain't just loving the good. You gotta love the bad too. You gotta or accept the bad, you know, because everybody got uh I wouldn't say just bad traits about them, but things that they did bad in the past and things like that. So, but I know did y'all have anything else that y'all wanted people to know about real estate and things like that, and final words, and also Montre, I know this is your first time on here, you know, let people know how they can find you and things like that, stuff you got going on.
Okay, so y'all can find me on Facebook. No, I'm on Facebook. It's Deuce Deal, DEUCE. Deal as in let's make a deal, DEAL. Make sure y'all tap in with me on Instagram. It's @2, like the number 2, and then the THE. My last name Deal, DEAL, the number 2. So it's 2 the deal 2. And make sure y'all just tap in with everything else that we do got coming up. We got another business seminar that we're gonna be doing. Some of our seminars are virtual, some of them are in person, some of them are, half and half. We just really just trying to give people the education and the knowledge and the options that they have available within real estate or to get into real estate. We really want to help another 75 people become homeowners by the end of the year.
There you go.
Yeah, so we already working. We already smashed our goal for where we wanted to be at by June 1st. So now we just trying to make sure that we get to the end of the year, get everybody in there as much as possible. Like I said, basically want to talk about ownership, how important it is, how important owning a home is for stability in a family and financially, being stable as well. And make sure y'all check us out. Infinite Homes Realty, that's our brokerage. INFINITE Homes, like homes, and then realty, REALTY.com. And then also y'all check out our lease purchase product that we got available called Infinite Lease Purchase. So that's just Infinite, INFINITE lease, LEASE purchase, PURCHASE.com. We got options available. We are in a couple different states. So whether you want to buy with a traditional mortgage or you want to do the lease purchase option, we have it available. Or if you want to become a investor, we also have options and classes for that available as well. So like I said, the main important thing that we really trying to do is we just trying to get it as many people to become homeowners as possible. And we just hope that we able to start helping more people start their generational wealth.
And before I get to the final words with Keith, last 2 questions I'm gonna ask you, Montre. What is the goals you want to accomplish with real estate as far as your end game, and and what made you get into real estate? Like, what was your motivation to get in that?
Okay, so I'm gonna answer the last one first. I got into real estate. I really didn't mean to get into real estate. I got a background in marketing. Like I said, I used to do parties, and I've always been known to do marketing, helping other businesses get going, or helping them flourish, or helping the concerts pop, help the parties get going, helping the artists get their packages and all that information out. So one of the homies that asked me to come and sit down with him and his partner. So they were starting a real estate company. They wanted me to come in and talk to them about handling the marketing, for the brokerage. So we sat down and talked. So even from the initial conversation, I'm just picking up on stuff like, hold on, y'all saying y'all gonna be doing what? Like y'all. So I'm like, what? I'm asking questions, figuring out what's what. So then slowly but surely, I'm doing the marketing. and I'm getting paid for when other people get their stuff closed. I'm getting paid for like all the extra exposure that's coming in. I'm getting a lot more knowledge. They helping me along the way. They allowing me to shadow them on some of their investments, some of their properties, some of the process that's going on. So I'm learning. I'm like, hey man, I like it. So they was like, well, okay, well, you know, you should become an agent. So when I seen, so that same day when they were saying I should become an agent, I seen how much one of the commission checks was. I signed up for school at night. You ain't even gotta tell me nothing else.
Go man.
You don't get so
That's
you know eventually.
right.
Yeah, so eventually I got my real estate license, and I just been, you know, it just been banging ever since. Like I'm just a real good people's person. I don't have nothing. I keep everything transparent, and I just try to, you know, I just try to help people. I might not be the real estate agent for you, but if you give me a try, you know, I'm a hustler. So I wake up every day and go get it. I don't got no excuses. I don't got no nothing. Like I got about 18 clients right now. And like I stay in contact with all of them just about every day. We go look at houses. I'm probably looking at 80 houses a week. Like, yeah, I'm still the marketing director for our real estate company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I don't take no days off except Sunday. I really don't do nothing on Sunday. That's my family day. But I still gotta if it's an open house every once in a while, or if it's like something I can't miss, I definitely do that. But I try to take Sundays completely off because I still want to respect, you know, my family and their time and the time that I take away from them. And then my end goal for real estate is I want to become a developer.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really where I want to be at. So,
you already gonna be a developer, brother. You just spoke to existence.
That's right. Yeah, I appreciate that. I touch and agree on that for sure.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna be. I see, just like how you saying with business. We all know, no matter what area that you in, no matter what industry that you in, the most of the times we buy low and sell high. So now that we just take that process, we take that formula and just put it into a whole nother industry. So within real estate, you buy low and selling high. So now that I'm learning how, you know, things do develop, I can go buy something. Maybe it might not be a hotel. It might just be a little segment over here, a little 2 or 3 blocks worth of something. And I build up what I want to put on top of it, and the value increases over time, even though I only paid one amount to it.
That's right.
Yeah, so if it take me 100,000 to get something established in this, you know, little small town over here where ain't nothing over here, but maybe after I buy that, it might be somebody else who brings a business out here, or it might be someone who puts a school out here, or might put some type of something out this way. So now everybody wants to stay in here. So now that one investment that I bought that's worth 100,000, 5 years down the line, it might be worth $1 million.
Yep.
Now I ain't no genius, but making $1 million off $1,000 is great, and you consistently making that money off that one investment. So, like, long story short, I want to become I'm gonna be a developer. Like that's where I'm working my way to. I'm already learning the steps of you know, commercial units. I'm already learning the processes of how to get those, how to get things situated, how to have the plan to get the people in those before they even build, to where you can even potentially have half of those leased out before they're even ready. So by the time the other ones is ready, you already be at full capacity. So I really just want to be able to wake up, spend time with my family, and not have to worry about bills, not have to worry about what it costs to do this, not worrying about how much it costs to go. Like we can go on vacation whenever we want. We can go live in whatever city that we want. We can go do whatever that we want. It's not no type of limitations. You know, I'm just creating a whole new standard of living for my family.
Yeah. All right, brother. We G.
Yeah. So what's your final words, Keith?
Well, my final words. My brother said, you know what I mean, what he want to be in his end game. His end game, I like his end game. He's gonna have it. You know, like you said, you buy the land,
buy the land, you start building on the land, they say the people gonna come. You know, that's right. The land and the people gonna come, the development gonna come, having the architectures there, you know, having that there, you know, and to have somebody go out and do that. I mean, my final words is that everything can be done like the brother said. It's gonna be done like the brother said, because you shouldn't have an end game until you you done reach your final desire. Everybody should have that end game to where you reach that final desire. And to be into that type of property and have those commercial properties coming in like that, just is developing, just not one neighborhood, but you got this neighborhood, that neighborhood, and that's your mark, you know? So don't stop because you done made it to a certain level. Keep going until you have all levels covered.
Yeah, I'm with that. Appreciate that for sure.
And that's where you're gonna end up. You're gonna beat it at them, and everybody that's coming behind you, that's learning from you, is gonna have the other sides covered. They're gonna know my brother got this, my sister over there got that, you know, cousin so and so over there got that.
Yeah.
And then it triggers a whole wave of people saying, I'm on that team. I'm getting on this team because you in the market to where, like you said, it's a $1 trillion market. You can't lose.
At all.
Everybody needs some place to stay. And everybody want to have that nice piece of property living. It ain't got to be the biggest house on the block. It can be the nicest in the inside. When you walk inside that mud, you get everybody that woe factor.
Yeah.
You didn't spend that much money to make the woe factor inside, but when they get in there, they're gonna think you did.
That's right. Yeah.
So they're gonna spread the word.
Most definitely.
And that's what I'm saying. The end game is not an end game. It's just part of the game that's gonna be ongoing. Because once you get up in my age, in the 60s and 70s, 80 years old, you really enjoying life then. Because like you said, the money gonna be making itself. You own that property has got, say, 70 acres. And on that 70 acres, you got one establishment with 175 townhouses on it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you know, in there either own that townhouse or to where, you know what, you can to the point to where you go from the townhouse to you get condos over on the other side there, and they purchase the condos.
Yeah.
You know, you got the swimming pool, you got the gyms, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got your hot tubs, your saunas and stuff, you know, got a little coffee, little Starbucks down at the bottom of it, you know, when you come down there, you know, and your name is on it though.
Yeah.
You know, you can buy the property, but the land is still mine.
That's right.
You're paying me on that land.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be part of that monthly thing bill that you're going to get, because you're paying to be on that land.
Yeah, for sure.
Your money ain't got to stop there.
All right.
Because all these properties you done had built and got all these steps on, the apartment building complex, that's going to be yours for life until, you know, like you said, the kids sell it or whoever they're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got 175 units here. You got 200 units over there. You got a 5 mile radius of houses over there. All that land is yours.
Yeah.
So you can say, look, you can own a house, but the land is mine. But you're going to pay for that land.
You're going to pay for that.
Monthly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no end game. Because when you go to lay down at night, at that 75th birthday, you're gonna look at that account. That must still going cha-ching, cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? Cha-ching. And then the granddaughter or your great granddaughter say, "Granddaddy, what's that?" Hey, baby, you want to hit the bank? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you say, baby, the grandchild, that's part of your inheritance. You own part of it. Yeah. Y'all own part of it. I might be the CEO, but y'all are my carpeters. You know? And then your child, you want to tell grandbaby, your daughter, your son, they daughter, they son. It's already set.
That's right.
It's with you to where, like I say, the people that comes on board with you, what you're doing is putting them in a position to have that generational wealth.
Right.
They have to make sure they jump on board and follow up, with you and to stay sound, stay alert, pay attention, don't get overly act about it. Just humble themselves, and they're gonna be there. So when you 75 and they 75 or 80 or 65 going on 70, whatever, they say everybody lined up, doing a reunion 40 years later, and everybody got the same sound in the room. The band going cha-ching, cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? And then the people come around and say, here it is. We started from this one deal.
Yeah.
And look where all of us are at now. Not just one of us, but all of us. Because, brother, what I'm thinking that you're going to create is going to be like a domino effect in the most positive form through this country. I feel that's going to happen. And people, not just in Louisville, not just, in Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, all the way from California to Florida, New York, Virginia, Mississippi, is going to follow the leads of what you set for. Because what you're doing is great. Stay with it.
I appreciate
No worries,
that.
stay with it, man.
Definitely appreciate that.
We all got to keep God first, no matter what we do, and let the rest come on with it. That's all. Humbleness. All right, Mr. E.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate you, brother, for bringing me on.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming on the podcast. And Montre, it's your first time, but I don't just do, business type of podcast. I talk about real stuff, whether that be fake friends, child support, relationships, things like that. So
it goes on.
anytime you want to come on the podcast, man, feel free to hit me up. I drop episodes every week. So
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Do.
I definitely make sure I stay tapped in with you though.
All right. Nice meeting you, brother.
Man, you too, good brothers, man. I appreciate y'all having me on here again, man. Y'all, man, continue to be great, man. Continue to wake up every day, give it all y'all get.
Amen. That's right. We'll do. Yes, sir. So we're gonna close off, E?
Yeah, that's a bet, man. This concludes today's episode of the Eric J. the Great podcast. Want everybody to keep thank everybody for supporting me. The podcast is on 12 different streaming platforms, so you can go follow it on every podcast platform there is, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm in the process of getting monetized on YouTube. Now I'm just waiting on the email. I already checked off everything. So, but I appreciate everybody supporting me, and just hit me up whenever y'all have something that cross y'all mind and y'all want to talk about on the podcast, because sometimes I have females on here too. So,
all right, we will do.
All right, that's what we'll do, man. We'll do for sure.
Yeah.
All right, man. I have a good night.
All right, man.
All right, you too, brother. All right, brother. Y'all good.